welcome to TOL Season 9, and it's bowl season, the most wonderful time of the year. And so this is normally my space here because, as I've mentioned like a million times, I went 5 consecutive seasons where I made the playoffs and did not win a playoff game. So I'm almost always in these bowl games, but this year I am in the Final Four. So I won't be playing until Monday. So all these other losers and scrubs can fight it out for scraps. And of course, I'm just kidding. Most of these guys are better than this at me, but I don't get to this point. Well, literally, I've never been to this point, so I'm going to enjoy it. But so 3, 2, 1, go. And this is a very interesting game to me. We have the Road Warriors versus Little Debbie's. And for those that probably don't know, the Road Warriors are owned by Dave Matthews. No, not that Dave Matthews. And no, not the Dave Matthews from TFO. It's a very popular name. But he and I would say he's my best friend outside of my family. And I've known him for 30 years. And more than 30 years. And here goes Streak on the kick return. So I talked him into joining this league, and he's been, I think, a really good member. Had a really good team this year. Won his division, got a bye. And ran into a freight train in the playoffs. But really good team. And Wiffle Boy is the reigning league MVP. So he had another good year, but obviously a lot of players had injuries this year, but still put up some pretty good numbers when he was healthy. And looking good on this early drive here. Throws it to Brad Dole, who was one of our friends. So Dave's team is basically just a whole bunch of inside jokes of different things that we've done growing up together and stuff like that. So it may not make much sense, but I think Wiffle Boy is already sort of developing a following. And there's the Duck Boy. First down. So instead of being all Wiffle Boy this year, Dave went with the 2-back approach and had a big year with Duck Boy as well as Wiffle Boy. And then because of the injuries, the 3rd back. So we had 3 running backs go for over 1,000 yards, which is kind of crazy. So none of them were Pro Bowlers this year, but still having 3 backs each go for 1,000 yards is pretty darn cool. All right, so the handoff on 3rd down to Wiffle Boy, and he just barely gets the first down. 1st and goal from the 4. This is the kind of drive that they like. Just put together a bunch of run plays and got it! Touchdown, Road Warriors. So that's the kind of drive they really want to put together to start a game, to show that they can, in fact, run the ball on the always impressive Mike Petrasic defense. So, yeah, that was they established that they can do it, certainly. And now the Cream Pie will return this kick and show what the Debbies can do in their own right. Obviously, a big year for a bunch of these players. Brownies. Oh, man, across field. Distance and across field. The good old Nutty Buddy. I'm pretty sure the Nutty Buddy's my favorite Little Debbie. Although I really like Star Crunch. I don't know if Star Crunch is even on this team, but wow, nice run by the Peanut Butter Richies. Miss dive. This could go. Touchdown. Holy smokes. Man, the counter punch by the Debbies. Peanut Butter Richies takes it to the house. And got quite a game going on here. Both offenses showed they can move the ball. And now Streak. Streak was a character in a fake comic book superhero team. We started creating our own comic book when we were kids. And Streak was a member of the Enforcers, was the name of the team. And so there goes Duck Boy, in and out, weaving, bobbing, twisting. Nice run by the good old Duck Boy. 1st and 10. And picks up 7 there. There goes Duck Boy. One of the best run plays in the game. Oh, but he fumbles. Turnovers could be the difference in a game like this. So, costly error from Duck Boy. So, the Debbies get the ball back. Launching it to... Oh, nutty, buddy. Getting nutty with those hands. JJ catch, as Joe Mitchell would love to declare. JJ! Throws across the middle. So, Wendy Canaan is a corner for the Road Warriors, and she was the Pro Bowler there. She is that top corner. Oh, incomplete. So I don't know if that was her coming in on that play a minute ago, but thought maybe she'd have a shot to pick one off. But regardless, the flea flicker thrown short into coverage, and they are forced to punt. So they answer the call. And it's a touchback. And here comes Wiffle Boy. So Wiffle Boy was just a character that David made up. I don't think there was... Maybe Dave can jump in the comments here if he actually listens to the commentary. But maybe there is a story behind it. But I think we used to just play Wiffle Ball, and I think he just named Wiffle Boy. But it's like a character he uses for like everything now. It's like so ingrained to me. But yeah, I don't actually know where it comes from. Third and 5, so it's a big play here. Both teams looked good on offense to start. Duck Boy gets the corner. Picks up some nice yardage. But then gets a play called and gets nothing on that one. Check down pass goes nowhere. Deep to the Red Rooster, intercepted. Oh boy, the Sticks brings it down. I'm looking over these Pro Bowl rosters here, and these are two really good teams. I'm a little surprised by the lack of Pro Bowlers. I'm kind of double checking here almost to make sure I'm not missing something here. So the Fudge Rounds, which is the backup quarterback for the Debbies, made it. I do not agree with Bobby's decision to go with backups as players in the Pro Bowl. It seems like weird. But anyway, regardless, Fudge Rounds, I believe, is the only Pro Bowler, which comes as a bit of a surprise. I know Nutty Buddy had a big year, but I guess not enough to be better than Supersonic. Oh, and there goes the Swiss rolls. Injury pandemic is still upon us. So the Road Warriors had 2 Pro Bowlers, the aforementioned Wendy Canaan, and the mother as the middle linebacker. Debbie's Drive-Ins Colossus of Sardia, which is a magic card. At the time, when Dave was the first one in our group to get that card, it was the most powerful card in the game, so he was very excited to have it. And I may have bullied him and stolen it from him. But I gave it back. So here goes the extra point, or the field goal. I think this will be good. It's good! So the Debbies now go up 10-7. And here comes Streak again. Runs into some traffic. Red Rooster looks open. Oh, but the defense closes the gap quickly. Oh, the defender leapt in the air to try and pick it off, but could not come down with it. So here's the direct snap to the Richies. And that'll be the half. So it started off looking like a high-intensity offensive game, but then both defenses, which were both excellent this year, kind of rallied for the rest of the first half there. But here comes the Cream Pies ahead of his blockers now, but stuck. Somebody on that kick coverage. We'll say it was the Wolf, just because that's cool. Or I will say it's the Wolf. I, of course, have no idea how to track which one of those defenders. I know there's like, if you can measure their speed, and I think Tim knows who they are, but I'm not a fucking nerd like Tim, so I don't know. Throws it to the receiver, laying on the ground. 2nd and 10. Flea Flicker, Nutty Buddy, all by himself, touchdown. And let me ask you guys this. I don't know if there's anybody who's as big a Nutty Buddy fan as I am, but if you eat a Nutty Buddy, how do you eat it? So I always eat it I eat like the top layer first, and then I lick that peanut butter thing, and then I eat it like top to bottom almost. Like I eat it by layers, and I never like just bite the side of it. Like I do it every once in a while, and it feels weird to me. I always eat them by layers. So how do you eat your Nutty Buddies? Okay, so just in case anybody was wondering, I was talking about how good these defenses were. The Road Warriors finished number 1 in total defense this year. Debbie's finished 13, but keep in mind, the Debbies had what I believe to be the significantly most difficult division this year. So even though they might be ranked 13th, I certainly don't think they were the 13th best defense. Oh, but Wiffle Boy was the best running back in our hearts and in Season 7, or Season 8. But there he goes, making this a game. Wiffle Boy, you figured he was going to bust one of these eventually if he didn't get hurt. So, there he is, the Wiffle Boy himself. And Birds of Paradise kicking off. There's Cream Pie. Boom, brought down at the 28-ish. So we got ourselves a good one here. Just when it looked like maybe the Debbies were going to pull away with it. Oh, there goes the Richies. Every time I watch or call one of Mike's games, I start to get hungry. I'm like, oh, man, I want some cream rolls. That sounds good. Yeah, those brownies are good. I just had those after not having them for a while. They're like, they got like these little like sugary crunchies on top. Like it shouldn't be good. And normally cheap brownies are terrible, but for some reason, those things are good, man. All right, so moving the ball. Here's that flea flicker. Cakes is open. Swiss Cakes, I think. Down to the 41. This is looking like a good drive, but they got a little ways to go to... Oh, there's a called play. We haven't had too many of those on either side of the ball today. So here comes the Brownies. Oh, Canan tried to cover them both and could not quite get over there, but they are tackled at the 1. This would be an 2. This would be an amazing goal line stand if they could pull it off, but instead the Cakes are just going to waltz right in for a touchdown. Fancy Cakes. Oh, you fancy. Oh, you fancy. The Warriors were 22nd in offense this year. And the Debbies were 8th in offense, for anybody who's curious about their offensive rankings. Streak. Going streaking. Oh, brings it up to about the 20. 1st and 10. Hand off to Wiffle Boy. Doesn't get my... Oh, fumbles again. Fortunate that this one goes out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Oh, the Rooster's open. Cock-a-doodle fucking do. The Red Rooster. Oh, he's going to go. They run the Red Rooster play, and it works to great success. The Red Rooster from the Wiffle Boy clone, for those who did not know what. Oh, missed the extra point. Whew, that could be costly. WB clone is just the Wiffle Boy clone, who was a clone of Wiffle Boy, but somehow came out black instead of white. We did some stupid shit when we were kids, man. But I had fun. That was good old days. Incomplete pass. I don't think that the Brownies are going to have a very good completion percentage. Overall, their yards will be pretty good, but I think there's been a lot of incompletions. Take it off. Oh, but somebody dove and took him out by the legs. 3rd and 8. They needed a big stop here. Oh, they call the play. Throwing into coverage. Are you kidding me? That shouldn't happen. Double coverage on a called play, and he makes the catch. That's stupid. That's dumb Tecmo. Way overthrows the Nutty Buddy on that one. What was going on there? Oh boy, people open all left and right. Oh, but he guns it out of bounds. Nutty Buddy's like, that top receiver's open. I'll go have a snack. Nutty Buddy says, but I'll take this one, folks, to the house. It's going to be pretty hard for the Road Warriors to come back now. Nutty Buddy nuts on them. He's going to put them up most likely 11. Cosmic Brownies getting it done. 31-20. See if Streak can get him some good field position. A couple nice little moves there. Oh, more nice moves. He does get them good field position. Oh, but pays the price. Streak goes down. Here's the handoff to the Duck Boys. Got some nice blocking ahead of him. Goes north and south. Picks up a nice run. They're going to have to move fast, but plays like that would be fast enough. They can pick up that kind of yardage every play. Duck Boys. Oof. Nope. Oh! What happened there? The defense looked like they had him surrounded, and then he just kind of said, I'm just going to go in between everybody. Have a good day. That was crazy. Defenders looking at each other like, where were you? What a run by the Duck Boy. Fancy feet. Not blowing him away with breakaway speed, but he's dancing, moving, jiving, grooving, finding his way. Quack motherfucking quack into the end zone. So, do they trust their defense or do they kick it deep? Oh, well, they're going for the onside kick and... Oh, Cakes picks it up. All right, so they... Defense has got to step up here for the Road Warriors. Oh, I do not understand. Throws it right into coverage. I'm sure that Mike paid the hands on all these receivers, but come on. These catches are getting ridiculous here. Boom. Across the field, brought down at the 8, and this is not what the Road Warriors needed to do. They really needed to pounce on these guys defensively, and instead they are just matriculating the ball down the field with ease. With defensive success in the first half. Second and 8. touchdown, Little Debbie's. All right, so great season for both of these teams. Both of these teams won their divisions. And both ran into tough teams in the playoffs and got bounced. But both of them, I would say, were contenders, were potential winners of some serious stuff here. So I believe that both will be back next year for Dynasty. We'll see how that goes. Duck Boy picking up some yardage. Boy Clone looking to throw. Red Rooster looks open, but instead he's like, why throw it to my wide open, really good wide receiver Juan when I can throw it underneath coverage and get it intercepted? Boy Clone, not very smart. Cakes. Oh, does get tracked down. 1st and 4. There goes the Brownies. Oh, track down. Mother, do you want to find hell with me? Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. I've been waiting all fucking game to sing that song, and I would have rather it not been when my buddy's team was out of contention, but regardless. Look, if I can get a Danzig reference in there, I'm gonna make it happen. And they're just tacking on some points, I'd say, helping with their score differential, but you don't need score differential in bowl season. Scooting Avenger had a big year. Let's see if he can do something with his first touch of the day. Have a little fun here. Solid return. Gets this one to the Red Rooster this time, padding his stats a little bit. He's not going to get all the way there, but all right, so good game. And then the Debbies kind of pulled away there in the fourth quarter, but Duck Boy and Richie's both run for over 100 yards. It's no surprise the Cosmic Brownies significantly outplayed the Wiffle Boy Clone. So, wow, Red Rooster actually had the most receiving yards for a heavy rush team. So, all right. So again, congratulations to both teams. Good year. Solid game most of the way to finish up, and good luck to everybody in their bowl games and playoff remaining games.